Welcome to the Week in Review, Chaska Middle School West weekly podcast. What's happening in the band department? Boy, I wish when I was on location like this, like could have like one of those big green screen backdrops that they use. I guess all I would need is a green screen, and then I could post like the skyline of the city I was in, so I could have like the Milwaukee skyline right now. That would be super cool. So I got to work on that. There's so many things I'd like to do with this podcast. So I need like a producer. Does anyone want to be my producer? Let me know. I could really use some help with that. So yeah. So I'm coming your way from suburban Milwaukee. I'm actually in Waukesha tonight, and I'm guest conducting at the Hamilton School District Band Festival tomorrow. So that's why I wasn't in school today. So missed you all, but got to know some really cool middle school students down here and work with them. And don't worry, you're all still my favorites, but it's really cool to see what they have going on down here. Great program and great music going on. So it's always great to get some ideas on what other districts are doing, and then also just see how alive and well music education is around the state. And they're certainly doing a good job down here. So really exciting to be part of it. So as every week, I'm just going to go through what we had happen this past week and then look ahead to see what's going on in the week ahead. And then also talk about some other items looking even further forward. So glad you could join us here for this weekly podcast. So this past week started with a major bummer, but as I told all the students, it's actually going to come out better than it would have been. So, and what I mean by that is we had a 2-hour late start, which canceled our Wind Ensemble trip to the Mall of America this past Tuesday. But I'm in the works of rescheduling it. It looks like, tentatively, you could mark down Wednesday, May 23rd as the date for that. I'm not about ready to put that in pen yet, but it is very solidly in dark pencil at the moment. So Wednesday, May 23rd for the Wind Ensembles will be our rescheduled trip to the Mall of America as it stands now. So we had the 2-hour late start, and then we had just kind of an interesting week in that I wasn't here today, and then Thursday we had a kind of a rearranged schedule with the 8th graders going over to the high school and wind times in the morning. So it was kind of a weird week in that sense, and then no school on Monday too with the big snowstorm and a professional development day. So next week we will be back to normal. Well, kind of. As normal as we can get, right? It's a testing week this week, MCA testing. So we're going to be doing all 7-period days every day this week. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be A days. Tuesday and Thursday will be B days. And how does that affect the band lessons? Well, not at all really for the 6th graders and those of you doing bonus lessons. 6th graders will still have our lessons on Monday and Tuesday as normal. And we'll have the bonus lessons for all those who are doing those on Friday. On Wednesday and Thursday, we'll have the traditional 7th and 8th grade lessons, and we'll have those on Monday and Tuesday too with Mrs. Ford, who's back this week. Yay, Mrs. Ford, woo! So we'll have all those still normal times, 3rd through 7th hour. We'll have options for you to come in and do those. And then we'll also have the oboe bassoon lesson, French horn tuba lesson, and the first year lesson groups will still meet. So the only groups that really kind of get a little bit shifted around are the ensembles. And so here's what I did. Some of the 8th grade ensembles are going to meet during advisory this week. So I have Times Square meeting Monday during advisory, Dodeca Beats Tuesday advisory, Spice Girls Wednesday advisory, Bland Boys Thursday advisory. So you'll just come up during advisory and we'll prepare for Evening with the Stars performance this week. I have the Socio Fifthlets and Openonatonics. I think I put you down for 5th hour on Wednesday. We might want to double check that one. In fact, I might do it here as I'm talking, if you don't mind me like looking down at the keyboard as I'm doing this and maybe looking not at the camera. So there's that. And then flute quartet and brass sextet. I think we might just roll with it and see what we can do. And I think we're going to be just fine performing at Evening with the Stars. So that is the plan right now. So I'm typing in as we speak, March 2018 band lesson schedule, trying to see exactly when that Socio Fifthlets Openonatonics lesson is. I know this is really high entertainment, and I'm glad I looked it up because it's not 5th hour, it's 4th hour on Wednesday. Socio Fifthlets coming at the beginning of 4th hour, and Openonatonics coming at 12 noon. So there you go. All right, I'm looking back at the camera now. Woohoo! All right, so that's the band lesson schedule. And then honor bands, I've almost gotten through the whole list. There's still a few kids I haven't let know that have made it. So you should be getting that information this week, and then we should be done with that. If I did tell you you made it, and and you haven't signed up, make sure you sign up at www.ceforall.org. And if I told you you made it and you are deciding not to do it or can't do it for whatever reason, if you could let me know that, that would be wonderful, because that means it frees open a spot for somebody else, and I would like to let them know as soon as possible. So if you could be so kind to let me know, and don't be afraid to tell me. Hey, this is a wonderful opportunity, but we all have lots of stuff going on. And as I'm learning in life, you can't say yes to everything that's good. Even if it's great, we don't have time to say yes to everything, okay? So it's okay to say no, even if you think I'm not going to like your reason. It's fine. Like I said, it'll make me happy for the person who's going to get that opportunity, who might really want to do it. So please let me know. After school stuff this week, probably one of my favorite after school groups. I think I say that about every after school group, though, is the Mariachi Band, and that starts this Monday, March 12th, after school till 4:40, and this is open to anybody at Chaska Middle School West, whether you're in band, orchestra, choir, or none of the above. And what we really need are a couple people who play trumpet and violin and maybe even guitar. And then anyone else who wants to join, you can play basically on any band or orchestra instrument. We need people to sing. We need people who play guitar or who want to learn how to play guitar, or maybe don't sing that well but are like willing to try to sing. And then people who are willing to try some auxiliary percussion. So that will be starting after school Monday. You don't have to sign up to come first time. Come check it out, see if you like it. And then if you want to join, you can sign up later. And this will be every Monday after school through May 7th, I believe, is the last day. If I have that date wrong, it's whatever the first Monday in May is. I might have that wrong. Anyway, and then we'll do a performance. Last year we performed at Azteca, the restaurant in Chanhassen, and then also at a couple school lunch shifts. So we might do that again. We'll see. We'll see how the group feels and what they want to do. We also have our last jazz band rehearsals this week. I know that's really sad. We have our 6th grade jazz band on Tuesday after school, and then our 7th and 8th grade jazz bands Thursday after school. And then rhythm section will be meeting before school on Thursday. And then Morning Star people this week. Actually, I have no one scheduled for Monday right now. Eli Kessler, let me know if you want to do it. Bella is going to be singing on Tuesday morning, and Gordy's going to be DJing at 6th grade lunch. Casey on Wednesday will be DJing in the morning and at 6th grade lunch, and then also Amy and Caleb will be DJing at the 8th and 7th grade lunches, respectively. DJ Carly's on for Thursday morning and also Thursday 6th grade lunch. DJ Kenna 8th grade lunch, and then Friday morning we'll have Emily, Lacey, and Katie performing, and then Jason will be performing or DJing at 6th grade lunch on Friday. Upcoming events. So I just talked about the Mariachi Band starting this week. The other really two big events are Evening with the Stars and the Duluth Jazz Festival. So really exciting week this week. So Evening with the Stars is this Thursday night. And for those of you who don't know what Evening with the Stars is, it's a chance for us to show off a bunch of our music ensembles, as well as artwork around the school, and then other disciplines as well, doing a variety of different projects. So very, very exciting night. It'll start at 5:30 p.m. and go till about 8, and you can be a part of that. Now I'm looking up the Evening with the Stars schedule. So once again, if I'm not looking directly at the screen, my apologies. But the schedule looks like this. I'm going to go by location as I give you the times of the groups that are performing. So the Flute Quartet has been moved to 5:45 in the Media Center. And by the way, all these performances are 15 to 20 minutes long. So Flute Quartet at 5:45, 7th and 8th grade orchestra in the Media Center at 6, and the 6th grade orchestra at 7 o'clock in the Media Center. Large Gyms has events all night. Times Square at 5:30, Dodeca Beats 5:45, 6th grade choir at 6, boys choir at 6:15, Spice Girls 6:30, Bland Boys 6:45, girls choir, 7th grade girls choir at 7, 8th grade girls choir at 7:15, Socio Fiflets at 7:30, Up Banana Tonics at 7:45. Those are all in the large gym this coming Thursday night. In the cafeteria, we have the 6th grade jazz band at 5:30. We have the alumni jazz band. That's right, a bunch of students who went to CMSW, most of them in high school, a couple college students coming back to play in our alumni jazz band at 6 o'clock in the cafeteria. Then the 7th grade jazz band's at 6:30, rhythm section at 7, and 8th grade jazz band at 7:30. That's in the cafeteria. And then the front lobby, DJ Gordy at 5:30, DJ Casey at 5:45, Our talent show all-star singers Ellie Mueller, Emily Peterson, and Lacey Dalkey will be at 6. DJ Kenna and DJ Amy at 6:15. Our brass sextet is at 6:30. And then our talent show all-stars Bella and Elena and Sammy and Richarda all at 7. And then more talent show all-stars at 7:15, Anna and Alex. And then finally DJ Carly at 7:30 and DJ Caleb at 7:45. Those are all in the front entrance. So that is the schedule. And as far as like what to wear, look nice. Guys, it'd be great if you wore a tie or a coat or both, but you don't have to. You can just wear a nice shirt and pants. Girls, you can wear a nice shirt and pants or a nice shirt and skirt or a dress. So those are all options. And for this event, as far as call time, whatever time I just gave you, just make sure you are in your location ready to perform at that time. That means probably getting to school maybe about 15 to 20 minutes before that. Parking might be a little crazy outside, so give yourself time to find a spot to park and then come into the school and get your instrument out and be ready to go in that location. So you don't want to be running late because we're going to be on a really tight schedule, and when that time hits, that group's going to drop, whatever groups that's playing right there. So, all right, so that's Evening with the Stars. Duluth Jazz Festival coming up on Saturday, March 17th, St. Patty's Day. And we're going to be meeting at 9 a.m. 7th and 8th grade jazz bands are involved in this, 9 a.m. at West. It's about a 3-hour bus ride up to Duluth. When we get up there, we'll get ready to play. I believe I have the 7th grade jazz band slotted at 1:40 and the 8th grade jazz band at 3. So we'll play, and when we're not playing, we'll either be warming up or watching other jazz bands play. And then we break for dinner, and we'll eat dinner on campus at one of the UMD cafeterias. And then we'll be going to a great concert featuring the UMD Jazz Band and guest artist Jeff Coffin, who is the saxophone player for the Dave Matthews Band, one of my favorite bands. So I'm really excited to see him play. And I know some of our students have played a Dave Matthews song, Ants Marching, in Garage Band this year. So it'll be fun for them to hear the saxophone player who was on that tune on the tour. For that tune, he was actually not on the recording. They actually had another saxophone player in that band who passed away. And Jeff Coffin's been their sax player now for, I don't know now, 5 years, maybe a little more than 5 years, somewhere in there. So anyway, that'll be the UMD trip, and also a couple other things about that. Make sure you're getting your permission slips in, and bring a bag lunch on the bus, because we're going to eat lunch on the bus on our way up to Duluth that day. And dress, again, is a nice, solid colored shirt with dark pants. Leggings are fine, ladies. And guys, if you want to wear a coat and tie, you can. You don't have to. Girls, if you'd rather wear a dress, you can, but you don't have to. So that's the deal for the Duluth Jazz Festival coming up on March 17th. Looking further ahead, the week before spring break, we have guest artist Ian Allison coming in to do a clinic during first through third hour on Tuesday, March 20th for our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade bands. Ian is a professional touring musician who has played on tour, most notably with Eric Hutchinson, but also with Rachel Platten and several other nationally known artists. Ian is an incredible musician and even a more incredible human being, so I'm really excited to have Ian out. He's come out before and talked to us, and he's fantastic. Our honor bands, as I mentioned earlier, are starting up 7th and 8th grade on March 22nd. That's the Thursday right before spring break. And then the 6th grade honor band on Thursday, April 5th. And the 7th and 8th grade group will meet at East starting at 3:45. The 6th grade group will meet at West starting at 3:45. Keep in mind the jazz bands will be done by this time, so it doesn't conflict with those groups. So we're really looking forward to those two groups starting up. And you can sign up for those at the Community Ed website. Starting up after spring break, another after-school group called the Middle Ground Pop Ensemble. This is a brand new group. We've never done this before. Friday, April 6th is the first day. This is open to anybody who has experience and who takes seriously singing, playing guitar, playing drum set, bass, piano, or working with digital audio workstations on the computer like GarageBand or Logic. And we're basically going to be doing contemporary pop music from like the last year or two. And we need people who love that kind of music and would like to perform that. And our goal is to do a performance at the end of the school year. By the way, if you also rap or play a horn or violin, we can take you in there too, because we'd love to do some music related to those instruments as well. So that'll be on Friday, April 6th. And again, you can sign up through Community Ed at ceforall.org. Looking even further ahead, we have our band bowling trip on April 10th after school. That's optional for all 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in band, and there's a sign-up form in the band room you can get. We have our solo ensemble coming up on Saturday, April 14th. Again, another optional event where kids can play a solo or a chamber ensemble piece. That means like a duet, trio, quartet, small ensemble group. And you play that in front of a adjudicator who gives you a rating and gives you some comments. And then you can win a certificate or a medal if you get a really good score. And it's just a great opportunity to play in a small group setting or play a solo, and also have a little competitive nature too in that sense. And they do this at the high school level through the Minnesota State High School League, so it kind of prepares you for that as well. And then rhythm section is going to UW Eau Claire for their big jazz festival, a little overnight trip, April 20th and 21st. I'm finalizing those details. I know it's taken forever, but I haven't done an overnight trip in a while with a group, so I want to make sure I do everything by the book. And so I should have more info for you this week, maybe even all the finalized info. Fingers are crossed. I'm getting my license to drive a minibus. Maybe that's scaring people more than that's making you excited. I think it's going to be great, so I can't wait to do that. Some news, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Keegan Cummings, a 7th grade bari sax player. He made the Minnesota Youth Jazz Band program this past week, and he'll be rehearsing with that group every Monday night and doing a concert near the end of the school year, and that includes some of the top middle school jazz musicians in the Twin Cities. So really excited for Keegan for that opportunity, so congratulations to him. And just some reminders on how you can get a hold of me, even when I'm down here in Cheeseville. We have Twitter. I'm at CMSW Band or at Songer Studio. And you can get text updates from me by signing up through Remind. You can send the message at symbol 17 band 6 or at 17 band 7 or at 17 band 8 to the number 81010 and get reminders. Also, Google Classroom has the band lesson schedule, has the Evening with the Stars schedule. It has pretty much everything that you need to look up as far as schedules go and assignments. And then I'm on YouTube, as you can tell, Mr. Songer's channel, and that has all the makeup lessons. So if you are not getting to your lessons, please watch the videos and send me a little recording or a written summary of what you watched in the videos, and I'll get that credit for you. So there you go. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'm going to be doing a little guest conducting tomorrow. Looking forward to that. I will be the plan, believe it or not, next week. I think this is the only week since Talent Show Week that I will be at school every day this week, all 5 days. Just watch. I'm going to get sick or something. Let's hope not. Anyway, you guys are all awesome. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.